in the sunshine. But that was only one time. Okay, it wasn't one time. You ain't showing up late. When you got a suit and tie, I'm super.
Here's ball. To the middle. Back to Butler. Freer from long range. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, I think Jimmy Buckets has underrated vision. He's more than capable of spotting open teammates and distributing accordingly.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're in front by 4. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jim Boylan talking with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfect. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Horford is out there with Pippen. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Pass to Cousins. Over Jokic. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Bulls leading by 7. Westbrook scanning the floor. Pass to Jokic. Over Cousins. And it's Jokic missing.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Porzingis. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. It's a beast in the offensive end.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. That shot misses. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Butler, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a 2-possession game. But that means you'll have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring again.
9 seconds left in the fourth. Laces one from 3.
Racing the spotlight. Give Ball the opportunity to shine, and he'll welcome it with open arms.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 3. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's ball over Westbrook. Off the inbound, no good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. All right, David, great job.
Dami-daming 3-pointer.
Let me give you what you came for. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman.
That's a 2 from Paul. The rebound by Paul George.
He's been ice cold tonight. You know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. John Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Bryant in at the 2-guard spot. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Monday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And in that matchup with the Pistons, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Portland. Drummond working against Whiteside, and Drummond kicks to George. And right on target, good. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Outside, Kobe. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Bryant is the total platinum level pack. A lethal shooter, an exceptional defender, flat-out assassin on offense, and most importantly, this guy's a leader, too.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Drummond passes to George. And he converts the layup. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Now, here's Bryant. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Bryant is the guy they look to when it comes to scoring big hoops. He doesn't run away from pressure situations. As a matter of fact, he runs right into the eye of the storm.
Drummond working against Whiteside. And Drummond kicks to Lillard. And the pass to Drexler. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's Drummond missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Kevin, when he catches the hot hand, good luck trying to slow him down. Plays so under control, can spot up, drive, create for himself a matchup nightmare.
Now, here's Lillard from deep 3-point range. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Or maybe a step out of his range.
Portland's getting some tough luck from 3-point range. In the fourth quarter, they hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And it's Capella missing. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, a chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Here's Paul. Kept alive. Here's Collins. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 2. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Clyde Drexler.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Paul. To the paint. Wants to get to Collins and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And when you're open, Paul will find you in a nanosecond. I mean, that's one thing that makes him really special.
Now a timeout called by Portland. The score is tied at 1:15. 41 seconds left in the game. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Baseline try. Rebound the Lakers.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain. Kobe has been sensational.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. .27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Drummond passes to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone. Do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. Trying to figure out just how I feel about you. I just like the fact that I can keep it real around you. All these ups and downs like I lost and found you. Can't believe I'm standing here still without you. When you up at night, do you think about me? Do I cross your mind? Just wish that you would tell me if so. Then I got a place that we can go. Ain't gonna let you play me like the game's on your phone. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone. Do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone. Do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. girl, what you know about me? Not a thing, been riding around the forest, switching lanes. Ain't a girl in the world that can make me change. Not as long as you keep playing.
Robertson against Paul. Robertson outside. The pass to Harris. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Bryant, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Fox is checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Siakam is checked in for Tobias Harris.
Nurkic, another talented player from Europe, playing in Croatia before coming over to the NBA, and the international game continues to make an impact on how it's played here.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Whiteside. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Fox, and it's Paul in at the point guard position.
And just not nearly as effective at drawing fouls on the defense as he was in that first half.
Ray, you stood out for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
And the personality of Whiteside can be infectious when he's engaged. And there are times when I think the coaching staff tries to draw that out of him, make him more competitive, more consistent.
Now here's Robertson. Shoots from the elbow. And he connects with the jumper. Robertson's got 11 in the second half.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Fox, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Simmons. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And now an 11-point Bucks lead.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Here's Paul. No good on that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. Milwaukee's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on three. It's to Giannis. Rebound by the Lakers.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And so it's Milwaukee now after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but that
I treat you right, and you're innocent to treat me wrong.
If I took time, would you feel secure if I told you everything on my mind? Imagination can't take its toll. Let it run wild, with some time it'll turn you out. Saving up your feelings till it feels right. Put up a good fight. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't come around anymore. You gotta play oh so sure. And you're coming up so tough. Are you sure? You're strong enough to stay on my mind. Are you strong enough? Are you strong enough to stay on my mind? Strong enough? Are you strong enough to stay on my mind?
Kala ko mahabol.
We're way too young
115
to
pala.
even know if we're a moment, if we're better alone. Don't make a promise if you're gonna run. Give me no option. You're not strong enough.
Well, Steve, it's expected that will eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. You're a proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
On the floor for Portland, they've got Drummond, Damian Lillard out there with Morant, and it's Drexler, and it's Capella in at the 4. Now here's Drexler. Poked away, it's stolen by Hill, and it's Hill with the jam.
Yeah, one of the great in-game dunkers we have. Grant Hill, he might not put on a show with his dunks, but it doesn't make him any less impressive.
Lillard against Walker. Pass to Morant. Now here's Capella. Aldridge is covering. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Drexler. Over Hill. Here's Drummond. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Beautiful concentration by Drummond. Takes the hit, drops it in. We'll try to add one more at the line.
So for the Pistons, Molinari, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Booker in for Fred VanVleet. And a switch here also for Portland. George is checked in. Now here's Walker. They double team Walker. Aldridge. From outside off the mark. Lillard with it, now guarded by Booker, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
A 2-game
in my veins, but we never leave. So what I got to feel when you run the league? Game time, hey, game time, oh, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in the yeah, head up in the game, head up in the yeah. Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in the yeah, head up in the game, head up in the yeah. prize and we got a team. Yeah, passion in my veins, but we never leave. So what I got to feel when you run the league? Game time, hey, game time, oh, game time, hey, game time, whoa.
There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. New York moving the ball around. Trier passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Butler kicks to McCullough for three. Bagley with the rebound.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And so in the game for the Rockets, he got Hayward. Harden out there with Lowry. Then it's Malone. And it's Bagley in at the 4 slot.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
McCollum, no good. Harden with the defensive effort. Houston leading by 11. Here's Hayward. Off with the layup.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
McCollum, no good.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Harden, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Hayward, that falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyle Lowry.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And here are the Knicks now, after Marvin Bagley missing on that three-point shot.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Hayward. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bagley. Green breaking loose. Bagley, no good. Here's Knox. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
I'll tell you.
Ooh, everything feeling new now. Way up about the now. See the picture that I drew now. And I really can't lose now. In control like Chris now. Yeah, they know how I do it now. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. I'm doing me. Hey, that's how I like it. That's how I like it. Making a beat shake. Got on my wallet. Got on my wallet. I had a break. Out. Out of the silence. Out of the silence. 130, I'm bouncing. And throw it all cause I'm about it. Yeah. And now I'm falling for it. So I can't wait too far. Can't wait too far. Can't wait too far. Falling on no buckets. Running. Treat me like a star. Treat me like a star, yeah. Almost there. I'm almost there. Almost there. You want it, nearly. Lost my breath. more than myself all at once. The more you talk, the more I speak to myself. They say it's bad for my health, you can tell, but I'm almost there. Almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
They double him with Giannis. Here's Gobert, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players and switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
Here's Nurkic. He's checked in for Milwaukee. On the floor for Boston, we've got Murray. Bird is out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Tatum in at the 2 spot. Now here's Gobert. Bird outside. Gobert, the pass to Thompson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter.
This is where Thompson feels comfortable, shooting very close to the rim. He's efficient.
Timeout called the Bucks. Without question, Larry Bird displaying his skills today.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Larry Bird.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks trail by 4. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Tristan Thompson. He throw good. Giannis.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Murray, the pass to Bird. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
So he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
As confident as he gets at the line. He wants to be up there in a tight ball game.
Antetokounmpo against Thompson. And deep, Robertson. Milwaukee the rebound. The Celtics shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Bird misses. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes! And the foul. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Now here's Tatum. Back to Murray. On the wing, Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Tatum. Robertson. Count it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Giannis. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Not only ties it up with the hoop, but puts them in front now with the free throw. That could be the play of the game if they come out on top.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris against Burke. It's good!
Has anybody ever personified excellence in all areas of play the way that Larry Bird does? But more importantly, he's got that clutch too.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Fires the three. Knocks down the trifecta.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 2. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Bird. Nurkic with the block.
This is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooting.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Murray surveying the D. Inside. Gobert down low. The pass to Tatum. Misses the trail. And that's an intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is. And it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but
Go very.
Walking in the sunshine. But that was only one time. Okay, it wasn't one time. You ain't showing up late. When you got a suit and tie, I'm super fly. Woke up in a good mood. Telly full of cartoons. Kitchen full of noodles. 'Cause all we got is noodles. Center in my pocket, nothing in my wallet. You don't want no problems, no. Waiting for the one train, surfing on the subway. I don't suffer no ways, no way. Take me somewhere where no one can break me.
Garnett out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Wall. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Doncic in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that one's good. Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Now here's Wall. Jokic with the steal. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Adebayo passes to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
And how fierce is Garnett down low? I mean, when he's close to the basket, he is aiming to make a statement.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 6. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And he's kind of taken on that role of chief distributor tonight and run with it. Seems like every possession's ended with one of his assists. And they played through him, and he's been one cool customer.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Now Williams following the three-point attempt by John Wall. And Williams, there we go. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bulls.
This is a game where defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Well, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, Kevin. I mean, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
Towns, rebound.
I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. Yeah, mine don't never get extinguished. Kick out my friends on one set of fingers. And they try to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and I'm on the edge and I might just dive in.
And he hits the first of 3.
Drafted 19th back in 2011 out of Tennessee. Tobias Harris came into the league very, very young. So his experience belying his age and the improvement has been shown over the past couple of years.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Chris Middleton comes in for Robinson. And it's Oladipo in for Durant. Steph Curry's out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Sabonis. Then there's Embiid. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5.
Clutch blocked it by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Just 2 to shoot. Oladipo for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 7th assist in the game. Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 8. 1:51 left in the game. .51 left here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Middleton. Pushing it up. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Middleton doing a good job of being creative and finishing a difficult look.
Brett, when you look back at all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely. From year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Passes it to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Steph out there singing a lullaby to the defense, gets them to sleep, and then sets up the teammate nicely.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. The shot will not fall. And Golden State will go the other way with it. It's Oladipo on the wing. Covered by Robertson. Oladipo, the pass to Curry. Here's Embiid. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They have a 9-point lead. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Isaac out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Allen. And it's Adams in at the center. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Timeout called the Warriors. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Oladipo comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Stephen Curry in for Robinson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
And that one misses. Oklahoma City trailing. Nobody near Allen. Here's Adams. Plays it up and banks it in.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
I wasn't sure they had enough time. What an amazing job to battle all the way back out of that huge hole.
Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to Embiid. Now, here's Sabonis. Adams defending. They get it back. Sabonis trying to get open. A nice shot by Embiid.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
And it's Russell missing.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Ever so close. Needed that one to go down.
Now here's Middleton. Here's Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Curry's got 42 in the game.
That's a momentum bucket from Stephen Curry. Big-time shot from a big-time player.
Russell against Middleton. Isaac drops in the layup for two.
And it's the sequences like this that really give you pause and appreciate how special this young talent is. I mean, he's calm, has a great attitude in those huge moments, and how about that? Knocking down big shots.
It drops. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Embiid's shot is good.
Unselfish play right there. Curry with the patience to wait for someone to break free.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Durant's checked in for the Warriors. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they double up Russell. Covington finds Russell. Goes up with the stripe. It counts. A huge shot to tie it up.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
Pass to Embiid. It's in!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 2. We got 22 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
I'm curious to see where they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all.
Curry against Russell. Over in the corner, Isaac. Can't knock in the 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Right on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
So many different aspects to Curry's game. You know, we've talked about his ability to get to the free throw line.
Isaac misses. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the...
Well, to start from
never got to shine and glisten, but still can analyze my diction. I learned that every single rhyme I'm spitting. I teach you how to eat it. Diabetes, give me a beat nail. If my feet swell, don't trip, that mean I'm walking on it. If I'm derailed, I should be held as the one with bars like I swallow cotton for your ears to remove the sludge. I persevered through all kinds of mud. I had no fears, I shed tears for years, and then I appeared on those out of touch with what a goat looked like. And I'm the able, I felt a good height above where they used to set the bar for masters who had mastered how to manufacture classic chapters meant to capture those who hoped a lot and pastors dipped in castor oil. No more play word to Pastor Troy, and I said all that to furthermore explain that I've been on my way for a while now. I took steps. And I know you've waited a long time, but don't fret. We got next. We got next. Ooh, we got next. I might slip away if I don't feel nothing. Something bad will go down if you don't run in. I might be feeling stupid or looking crazy, 'cause I'm crazy about the way you make me feel on a cloudy day. You make me wanna jumpstart my engine, hop in a whip and relieve the tension. Go to your house and undo the problems we did. In the end game, girl, I wanna be closer. You a good girl, but you've been through stuff that made you different in your own ways. If I leave you on your own, would you be the same? 'Cause you will be all alone. 'Cause you know I think you're right, and you're innocent and treat me wrong. If I leave you on your own, would you be the same? 'Cause you will be all alone. 'Cause you know I think you're right, and you're innocent and treat me wrong.
Is it easy for you if I took time? Would you feel secure if I told you everything on my mind? Imagination can't take its toll. Let it run wild with some time, it'll turn you out. Saving up your feelings till it feels right. Put up a good fight. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right.
Here's Harden. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists tonight.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Malone. Kyrie Irving is out there with Lowry. Then it's Harden, and it's Hayward in at the power forward position. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Murray comes in for Tatum, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Dwight Howard. Bagley, he's checked in for Houston. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Irving.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Evan?
Okay, David, much appreciated. DeRozan's shot is good.
Timeout.
DeRozan's got the lead up to 6 now for the Rockets.
Boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Austin's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And Bird, here we go. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
Stolen by Johnson. Murray with it. Lowry picks him up. Murray surveying the D. Hits to Murray. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Timeout call for Rockets. They lead by 6. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. Lowry finds Harden. Launches a 3. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Trying to get something going. And so Boston again turning it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Houston leading by 9. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Malone. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Bird. And the rejection by Harden. Bird's shot is good. 59 seconds left in the fourth. And there's the pass to Bagley. Irving against Murray. Now DeRozan. Just 4 to shoot. Puts it up from 17. Bullseye. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night. Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Irving. Back to Harden. Irving with a clean look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
You know this. Kyrie Irving, when he has the hot hand, is lethal. On a night-by-night basis, he is an absolute matchup nightmare.
Murray for 3. Doesn't go that time. So we see the Rockets get the win here. And David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Sobrang lakas ng Clippers, ayaw na naman panood. Pero sila yung number 1. Yung George Anthony Davis, di ba? Hindi ko siya nakita kanina. Plus na lang boxing, kuya.
Ride around in my coupe. I ain't even got no roof. 4:30, I'll get proof. Any day I'ma have juice. Yeah. Break down, pay me back from the. I need a paddock on the wrist like a. I ain't never really blended with the cool kids. One day they gon' love me, that's true. I ain't need all them things. Yeah. I ain't never got no praise. Ooh. All them gaudy chains. Drake my body, that's just my taste. Yeah. Never gon' walk away. I can't even talk that way. To be honest, I was young and afraid that one day everything changes. I'm like, oh, yeah, get it all back. Falling by the side, I was sick of all that. Old friends told me I was never gonna last. So that's why I just kept them in the past. Yeah, falling for it. So I came way too far. All in on no buckets, running, treat me like a star.
Everything feeling new now. Way up about the now. See the picture that I drew now. And I really can't lose now. In control like cruise now. Yeah, they know how I do it now. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. I'm doing me. Hey, that's how I like it. That's how I like it. Making a beat shake. Got on my wallet. Got on my wallet. I had a breakout. Out of the silence. Out of the silence. 130, I'm bouncing. And throw it all cause I'm out it. Yeah. And now I'm
falling for it. So I came way too far.
Can't wait too far, can't wait too far.
Falling on no buckets, running, treat me like a star.
Treat me like a star, yeah.
Almost there.
I'm almost there, I'm almost there.
Almost there. You want it, nearly. Lost my breath in myself, all it was. Yeah. The more you talk, the more I speak to myself. They say it's bad for my health, you can tell, but I'm almost there.